Welcome to PT Feud. Your host, Jasmine Dobbins.
Thank you for joining us today at PT Feud. We got two teams. We got Team Inpatient and Team Outpatient. I'm going to introduce you. So Team Inpatient, we have Dr. Christie, Dr. Ogard, and Dr. Bickle.
Look good, feel good.
On this side we have Dr. Clark, Dr. Pierce, Dr. Loman. All right, are we ready to play? PT Feud. All right, it's time for round number one, Profess the Best. We're going to see which teacher can explain it better. Let's see Dr. Bickle and Dr. Loman come on down. All right, so the rules are, after I read the topic, whoever hits the bell first gets to explain it first. We got this? All right, the topic is, what is genomics?
Jasmine, let me go ahead and explain this. Because genes make up chromosomes, but genes are made up of different alleles, and it's these alleles that give the genes their variations. And they kind of make up some chromosomes, and that are made up of DNA, and that's about it.
That wasn't that bad. So, Dr. Bickle, do you agree?
I mean, yeah, I'll buy that. I feel like I can probably do it a little better. So, what genomics is a branch of molecular biology. It's going to deal with the structure, function, the evolution, and the mapping of genomes. You guys know what genomes is? No, because Loman didn't teach you. So, what a genome is the entire content of DNA present in one cell. Alright, so back to genomics. One thing my buddy over here did do well is he addressed some important topics. So, genomics involves understanding the interactions between things like locus and alleles within the genome, as my counterpart did explain. So, the big difference, I guess, that we want to talk about between genomics and genetics is that genomics is going to deal with all the genes and their relationships with each other and how they affect the growth and development of the organism, whereas genetics just deals with single genes.
All right, good job, Dr. Bickle. They were both good, they were both bad. But now we need to determine a winner. But before that, let's give Dr. Loman a chance for rebuttal. Do you have anything else to say?
Does anybody have any questions about marriage?
Okay. So the winner is Dr. Bickle. Woo! We got Design Your Line. Let's get Dr. Pierce and Dr. Christie. Come on down. All right, so I'm going to give you the secret word. You each need to draw it on the board and have your team guess it the fastest. Okay?
Got this.
You got this?
I got this.
All right, here's the secret word. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Tetris. Pedigree. Yes! Obviously a pedigree. But to explain it, I think I'll move over here to Dr. Christie's drawing. Pedigree is the way that you map out the genetics within a family. Dr. Christie, this is your chance to redeem yourself. Can you tell them more about the pedigree?
Yes, this is so much fun. Okay, so here you have your mother, there you have your father, they have kids. So there's one great-grandson and one great-granddaughter that are going to represent the autosomal recessive gene.
Another point for Team Outpatient. It's time for round two. We can have Dr. Christie and Dr. Pierce come down and see secret word number 2.
Got it.
Happy marriage with a happy family.
I believe the answer is autosomal dominant.
What what Dr. Pierce was trying to represent was a family with achondroplasia. So the wife is a dwarf and the husband is average size. And then they had 2 average size children and 2 children with dwarfism, which our Punnett square over here represents the same thing.
All right, so that's 2 points for team inpatient, 1 point for team outpatient. We're on for round number 3, the tiebreaker. Predisposition password. We have Dr. Clark and Dr. Ogar. Come on down. All right, Dr. Clark and Dr. Ogar, here's the rules. You each get 4 clues to give to the other person. The other person has to guess it within those 4 clues. Are you ready?
Yes. All right. You ready, Eddie? Let's get started. All right. This is a disease with genetic predisposition. It's triggered by environmental factors. Depends heavily on diet and activity. Higher risk of being affected when it's type 2.
I think you're referring to diabetes mellitus. You're gonna have to try harder than that.
Yes. Some cases are caused by abnormal genes that are passed along, and only about 5 to 10% of cases are a result of the gene defect. And lastly, to have it with rare types, young age, more than 1 type in 1 person, or impaired organs.
Cancer?
Yes.
All right, well, now it's my turn. So let's get started with some real challenges. All right, so it's complete blank if all individuals have clinical symptoms and if they have the disease-causing mutation. The probability of a trait being expressed. And lastly, usually given as a percentage.
Is it penetrant?
It is. Increased likelihood of a developing disease based on your genetic makeup. Result of genetic variations, often inherited from a parent. Come on, it's an easy one.
I just don't know.
It's deeper interspinning all over again. Get back and explain this a little better. Okay, so genetic predisposition is an increased likelihood of developing a disease based upon your genetic makeup. Some are increased in likelihood more than others. For example, BRCA1 as opposed to BARD1. So that's for breast cancer, obviously. And if you have BRCA1, you're more likely to get cancer as opposed to if you have BRD1. So this is not a guarantee, not a guarantee. Common genetic predisposed diseases are diabetes, cancer, asthma, and cardiovascular disease. But the real big take-home message is that this is Lake Tahoe.
And the winner is Team Inpatient.
Bet's finally set.